Hi, and welcome to yet another exciting episode of The Property Show. When we started this journey, our idea was simple: to make property search easier, provide professional advice, and bring the latest in the changing real estate landscape, whilst looking to achieve the perfect balance from featuring starter homes to dream homes, and we have successfully done that. On our property pick of the week, we discover Loresho Greens, a rare find blending warm and stylish design for modern luxury. Recently, I caught up with a developer making a difference in the real estate industry. Catch this on the expert segment as he shares his success and controversies and how he overcame them to become one of the leading developers in the region. On the Accessory Spot, we focus on a before and after renovation by a skilled interior designer, a must-watch. It's official, Conversation Changes with Orange. Be part of the change as we hear more from a customer's point of view as Kenya Power leaves a mark on their customers. Everyone needs a place to call home, but it's even more appealing if you can call it your own. We knock at yet another door with an inspiring home ownership journey. For this and much more, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Remember, there is something for everyone. Looking for an apartment in great location and quiet surrounding, overlooking great views of the golf course? Look no further. Today, we feature Loresho Greens, a rare find blending warm and stylish designs. Let's look at what they have to offer. Thank you so much for having us. Give us an overview of Loresho Greens.
Welcome, Nancy.
Asante sana.
Yeah, Loresho Greens apartment. They are located in a really serene and tranquility area. We border Vetla Golf Course. The panorama, it's really breathtaking. Our apartments here, there are 150 units. We have 15 blocks, and each block consists of 10 units. And these 10 units, we have 2 bedrooms up there, and then the rest are 3 bedrooms.
On my way here, Loresho Greens is in the heart of Loresho, and your neighbors are all these other beautiful apartments. Why should I buy into this project?
Because they are really a perfect home for your family. For one, here, your bedrooms and your kitchen, they overlook the golf course, and they are really spacious, like your living room, your lounge, really spacious, and it's got a wall master to complement the finishing. And we have amenities like swimming pool, we have a gym. Security wise, we are really perfectly catered for. We have electric fence and razor wire to reinforce it. And apart from that, we have the garden services, the normal ones. And then also with one area, big space enough for children to play around, or for residents to have a function, if you have a wedding, or if you have a get-together, or any kind of a function one would like to have near the swimming pool area.
When do you expect this project to be fully completed?
We expect it to be fully completed in 2 months' time. Yeah, because right now we already have 3 residents already moved in, and still others are coming on, and we've almost completed everything. We are just remaining with very few little things. As you came in, at the driveway you saw we didn't put the capro. So the capro works we are starting on Monday to finish that. It's a small stretch which will finish by 1 week, about 7 days. So after that, it's just small final touches and we are done. In 2 months' time we hand over.
How many units have you sold so far?
So far we've sold 40% because we hadn't actually advertised at all. And we are thinking now that we've finished, we could go out there and advertise. We hadn't even made any brochures. It's now that we are making some. Yeah, because we thought, let us finish first, and then people can buy into what they can see. Yeah, because even today, a few days back, that's when we created our show house.
Fantastic. Let's see the apartment.
This is the lounge with a big window to bring in enough natural light.
You provided a balcony as well.
We provided a balcony as well.
Actually, it's quite spacious. The balcony is spacious, yes.
Yeah, there actually you can sunbath there in the morning because the sun rises from that side. So you're comfortable there, spacious enough even to cater for the whole family in the morning when you are sunbathing. Let me show you the dining area and the rest of the house. So Nancy, welcome to the dining area.
Yeah.
Over here we have an area where you can utilize it the way you want.
You can put a cabinet.
You can put a cabinet. You can have your children study over here. You can put cutlery. You can put flower vases.
Wow.
You know,
Yes.
you can improvise it the way you want.
Wow.
Yeah. And then this is our dining area. It's more spacious than this. This now is for 6-seater, but it can sit 10 people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can see the dining area is so spacious.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it
So this is the kitchen, really well spaced. Over here, you've got your fridge, and then with the other space at the far end, that's where you put your cooker.
And the food.
Your cabinets are really spacious enough to put your kitchen items. And then we've got a granite. So the granite is very good because it's easier to clean and it leaves a clean service area all the time.
Let's see the bedrooms.
Okay, come over, you see the bedrooms?
So this is on your way to the bedrooms.
Yeah, these are your way to the bedrooms. This is the first bedroom over here, second bedroom over there, and then they share the cloakroom.
And this is also used for the visitors as
Also,
well.
the visitors, they use the same cloakroom. Yeah. Come over and show you the master bedroom. Your master bedroom, really spacious. As you can see, it's got a queen bed and big windows to allow natural light.
A lot of space.
And a lot of space.
Yeah.
And as you can see, even the wardrobes are really spacious. Yeah. And then we have a facility also to put your telly. At times you want to see telly in your privacy, so you've got your own telly there. You watch it at your cost.
I can see you've taken care of everything that everybody needs in a home.
Definitely.
Wow.
Perfect home for your family.
It is a perfect home for your family.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And come over and make this your home.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Loresho Greens apartments are located 10 kilometers from the central business district and 800 meters off Wayaki Way. Their location is in close proximity to learning institutions such as Consolata, Aga Khan Academy, and Lower Kabete campus. Hospitals include Lions Eye Clinic, MP Shah, and Aga Khan Hospital. Shopping malls within the area include ABC Place, Spring Valley Shopping Center, and Westlands Shopping Center, with all banks within close proximity. Enjoy a family fun day at Vet Club Sports Club and Sarit Center. Loresho Greens is a secure gated apartment comprising of 15 blocks each with 10 units of 2 and 3 bedrooms. The 2 upper floors are 2 bedrooms of 140 square meters and the lower ones are 3 bedrooms of 165 square meters. Situated in the heart of Loresho, the apartments overlook the Vet Club golf course, providing scenic views. Accommodation includes spacious lounge leading to the balcony, dining area, spacious kitchen with a balcony, spacious corridor that doubles as a study area or storage space. First and second bedrooms share a common bathroom, master ensuite, utility area, anti-theft door, and domestic servant quarter. Salient features include CCTV, manned gate, perimeter wall, electric fence with razor wire, children's playground, swimming pool, gym, pressure tanks, borehole, generator, manicured gardens, party area, wire wall, and Cabro-paved parking. The price guide for the 3-bedroom units is 15 million Kenya shillings with an investment return of 85,000 Kenya shillings per month. And for the 2-bedroom units, the price is 14 million Kenya shillings with an investment return of 65,000 Kenya shillings per month.
I'd like to share with you what I like about these apartments. Come with me, I'll show you. What I like about this apartment, of course, I love the spacious spaces provided. Wide windows allowing a lot of natural light. 2 balconies, one in the lounge, the other is in the kitchen, which is what I would like us to see. Let's have a look. Beautiful kitchen. Wow. Imagine waking up in such quiet surroundings, having your breakfast overlooking the golf course. What a wonderful experience. You can view this and other properties as soon as they're available in the market from our property listing, or visit our offices and let's start the journey together. Are you part of the fastest growing network in Kenya? Next, we find out how customers enjoy seamless communication with Orange.
Orange Kenya constantly tailor products and solutions with the customer in mind and aim to deliver more value, flexibility, and satisfaction to its existing customers, as well as present a sound and exciting proposition that will attract new customers. In achieving this, Orange will provide platforms where they can interact with customers and various stakeholders to structure products and services that speak to their clients.
My personal story with telecom dates, like when Itabeta said, those days when it was still KPTC, I used to work somewhere else, and they're the only people you know that you can call them. If they're in Kisii, they'll fix the network. If they're in places called Malakisi, you call them, they'll still fix the network. That's one thing no one else can offer. Everybody else, they'll tell you, we'll give you Nairobi, we'll give you Kisumu, Mombasa, and Nakuru. Immediately just go out, Kabarnet, they go Mteja. So as NSSF, we've got 50 sites. We are rolling out a further 12 sites as we speak. And it's all on Orange Telecom. And their network works. It enables us to just offer the service, knowing that things will be taken care of wherever you are. They don't ask where is Kapsoar. They don't ask those places where most people ask, where is this? They never ask because they probably have someone on the ground. That's something no one else will tell you about. Orange itself, I worked in my earlier life with their sister company, Equant, for those managed services. So I have a bit of an experience on what kind of managed services that Orange can offer, and it's great stuff. It's something that we look forward to. We'd like it mainstreamed in telecom so that I can give up some of the headaches I go through. DR, collocation, all those kind of things. I'd really love them to adopt those and give us some serious offerings. We'll definitely consider them, and we'll be probably one of the early adopters of those managed services.
Telecommunication is a world which is changing all the time, and that's your business, so you know it. And the most difficult in telecommunication is to predict what will be tomorrow. The most important is the evolution and how we are capable to go with the technology. Technology will never stop. It will continue quicker than we can follow, and we have to adapt. Behind these technologies are many words, but at the end, what we want to provide is not products and services. What you want to provide you is solutions which are evolutive. Evolutive because you increase your business, because your business is changing. I think something which is great with internet is that it's a revolution for the telcos, but it is a revolution for other companies which are not in telecommunications. The banking industry is a good example. Internet is changing the way, on mobile also, the way they are doing business. It's also an enabler to make business, and sometimes new business, in a more efficient way. For example, when you look at teleconferencing solutions, remote meeting solutions, of course it has a cost, but it allows to make things differently and to avoid other costs. For the customer, what we like is to get customers, but the second point is to keep the customer, which is much more important. For that, we have to have the skilled people, not only in the sales organization, in Mirai's organization, but all over the company, which means technical, they must be oriented to solve a solution to the customer. We have the call center people, we have the delivery people, so we have to work within all the company to make the thing simpler and more efficient. And in this area, quality is something important. The best KPI to measure the quality is not an internal KPI. It must be an external coming from the customer.
For your home internet solution, visit your nearest Orange outlet. Next, the Accessory Spot highlights the skills of an interior designer in renovating space.
This is the kitchen. Initially, the kitchen actually was a closed kitchen, which means that we had a wall here, but we had a door here. So what we decided was to create more space because the house again felt really small. So we broke down the wall that was here and created that American kind of kitchen where you can cook as you talk to maybe people seated in the dining area. It creates some bit of depth, or it makes the place look a lot bigger. Again, what happened with the kitchen only had shelves on one side. The shelves on one side had a work table which had tiles. So again, we stripped off that. We completely demolished what was there. And we put in our own cabinets, which are woolly. And then we have some granite tops. And then what we also did was have this fitted kitchen where we have the microwave oven, you have your gas cooker here and your oven. And what was unique is because we enjoyed playing with wood so much, we decided that the fridge that was going to be in this space should actually kind of camouflage. You know, a lot of times when you walk into a kitchen, the fridge is out there shouting, but we decided to do something that's different. So this is actually the fridge. So you have the fridge here, and then you have the deep freezer at the bottom. So everything tends to marry or to carry the same theme. Another thing is that the initial kitchen was until this space. So what we decided was to extend the kitchen so that you have work tables on both sides. Again, it only had work tables on one side. On this side, we actually had a little door which led to the pantry, which we then changed to the extreme end and then have this as a workspace. And then the sink, which was here, then changed and we moved it there. So remember, the kitchen was up to this space. We extended it to that wall. So we have the external door here, and then we also have a skylight here. In the event there is no electricity, you know, there will always be light during the day. So it also creates some ambience in terms of a different space. And it's something that when you're seated in the living room, you want to go into the kitchen and find out where is that light coming from. So we created this. As you notice, there are lighting effects in this kitchen. What was initially there was the boring fluorescent lighting that you get in those old-time kitchens where you just have one tube that lights up the whole place. So we thought to ourselves, what would we do to create some bit of excitement, you know, where the lighting is concerned? So we have different lights that create different moods. Depending on how you light it up, you can have the snake light. and the downlighters on their own. Again, you can switch off the main lights. So in the evenings when you want to chill out, maybe in the living room or you're there at the dining, you can switch off some lights and create this effect. So that's some of the things that we did to make it a little bit more exciting. Now this door leads to the staff quarters. Let me show you the rest of the house. So as you can see, this space has changed quite a bit. We did some paint work here which has some little bit of sparkle. What we had here initially was a carpet on a terrazzo floor. So it was actually, again, like I said, it was a very cold house and the client felt like they needed to warm it up. So we stripped out the carpet and the terrazzo floor, and what we did was rescreed and then just face everything with mvuli wood. Again, the balustrades, we did this at the workshop. Everything here was custom made to fit in this space. If you look at the ceiling also, we had some gypsum designs on it. That again was to marry with everything that's happening here. We lit the stairway, because many times when you're going to bed, at times you find that you're lighting every light here, but then sometimes it's good to just switch off all the lights and leave the stair lights on. Again, it creates that ambience in space. So we're totally changing the space. Behind me was just a wall that was painted color white, and there was nothing that it was doing. And the window here, we changed the windows that were the boring traditional windows into an aluminum cased window. Again, we faced this off with woolly wood, and then we added coral so that it could be able to give this space a different feeling.
If you're an interior designer transforming cold, empty rooms into inviting, livable spaces, call on us and share your experience. Coming up, we speak to a developer making a difference in the real estate sector. Home ownership conversation continues with an inspiring story. Kenya Power leaves a mark on its customers as well as a selection of other properties available in the market. Welcome back. Recently, I caught up with a leading architect who ventured into property development, building a successful brand, providing starter homes to beautiful houses in great locations. Today we are joined by a leading architect who ventured into property development and has built a successful real estate farm in Kenya. Karibu sana, Pete.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Nancy, for having me.
Give us an overview of Suraya Properties.
Well, Suraya Properties is a family business. We started it with Sue. Actually, we're celebrating 10 years this year in May. So we've been in the industry for 10 years, but as an architect, I've been in the industry for about 26 years as a private practitioner. But we started Suraya in 2006. And the idea was that we felt there was a gap in the property industry. And in our many visits, especially to places like South Africa, Dubai, we kept seeing what's happening to those countries in terms of development. If you look at Dubai, the whole engine is about property, real estate development. And the metamorphosis in Dubai has been amazing. And we kept wondering, why can't it be happening in Kenya? Why is there nothing being done in Kenya that can sort of drive the need that is there about property? Like for me, it used to be, why can't this happen? Why can't we have these houses that you see here today, which are small, beautiful houses on a very nice, small plot? And there was nothing like this in the country. And I kept asking myself, why can't it be done?
Why can't we give people dignity?
Dignity, yes. The way I also believe is that when God gives you that vision, for you to actually realize it is Him giving you the vision, you have no capacity. And therefore, you have a choice on how you deal with it. You can decide, look at the vision and look at your lack of capacity and decide, I'm not moving.
And let it pass.
And let it pass. And I assure you, when it passes,
somebody else will
get it, right? So for me, when that happened, we discussed with Sue and we said, you know what, let's go for it, right? And in fact, it was like we used to laugh and say, where are we going to get 10 million shillings? And we'd laugh and we're thinking, we can't even raise one, forget 10. And we're thinking about property. And you're thinking, even if you're going to do a small house, it will be at least 1 million, 3, 4, 5 million shillings. But I think when you're looking for solutions and when you have faith in what you're doing, God has a way of opening up doors for you. He also brings the right people into your life to fill the gaps that you can't meet, right? And I think one of the things with that is that by doing that, then you realize it's not you, right?
It's God.
So we don't ever sit here and feel that it's us. We feel that we are basically just doing a service that we've been given the authority to do and the power to do it. And as long as I think we keep that thinking, whatever comes through to you, and I'll get maybe a bit later into some of the challenges we face, it defines how you even deal with the challenges. Because
it's not you.
It's not you, right? And therefore you're able to keep moving and keep growing, as a business. And I think that's why we are here today.
Let me go back. How many projects have you done so far?
We've got about 15 projects. We've finished 7, starting with the first one, which was Roslyn Heights, Roslyn Gardens, Fourways, Phase 1 and Phase 2. Then we've done Loneview. We finished that. We finished Links at Bagathi and Casa. Just over 2,000 plus houses are complete. Here alone at Fourways, we have finished 800 units.
Wow.
Different, the villas plus the apartments.
So this is your flagship project?
This is our flagship project. And there's about 600 occupied. The other 200, which should be occupied in the next 5-6 months.
Have you seen a shift in the industry?
Very serious shift. And very exciting shift as well. You see, when we started doing property in 2006, and especially for me when I started this, because I started a bit earlier, in 2003, but I did about 2 years of research, trying to understand the market, trying to understand what's going on. And the surprising thing was that in 2003, in the whole country, there were only 5 developers.
Can you imagine?
And these 5 were all Asian-related families who were doing small projects of 20 units.
And similar.
And in a one zone, basically Kilimani, Westlands,
Kileleshwa.
But what surprised me the most about that was the fact that when everybody else was saying there is no money in property, these projects were selling out before they left the ground. When I sat with the people in the real estate then, who were mostly valuers at that time, because they were not developers, they were all unaware of what's happening in that market. And they all told us that there is no business in real estate and you should not try and get into property development. And for me, I saw the gap and I saw my window. The fact that everybody else saw there's no business.
This is where business
This is where the business is. And for me, especially when we started Suraya, one of the things I undertook to do was to try and encourage as many Africans to get into the business. And today I'm very happy when you see what's happening in the industry.
Yes.
Most of the developers today actually are our own Kenyan people.
Yes.
And what I did initially to get that interest and belief, I spent a lot of time doing articles. Right? We spent a lot of time in the TV.
Explaining to people.
Explaining
and inviting
that it's
them.
possible.
Yes.
And one of the things we would keep pushing was the angle that you don't have to have the cash to start. Right? And today I've met a lot of people who have gone into development and you meet them and you don't know them and they say, look, I went to development because
I read your article,
or I heard your story, or I watched your interview. We never considered it as a threat to the industry. We consider it as a blessing to our own belief because we believe it's part of what we needed to do.
Yes.
So initially it was a lot of what you might call small developers getting into the industry. But as you've seen the last few years, there's a lot of big blue chip companies are all now getting into property. There are foreign investors coming in and getting into big projects. So, and I think there's still enough market for everybody. The challenge will become what sort of product you're giving and the quality that you're able to give. That will start defining the difference between the certain developers. Already we have situations where we've seen where some of these foreigners who've come in are suffering because of doing poor quality and assuming that the Africans have no idea what they want to buy.
Little do they know we are very sophisticated.
Yes.
Little do they know.
No, they are finding out the hard way.
Yes.
They are finding out the hard way.
Yeah.
That it's not as easy as you think.
Yes.
You know, I think it's good that there is that demand. The other day, I think, as you noticed, I think last year or the year before, the government finally appreciated the fact that real estate has become the biggest contributor
to the
GDP.
Yes.
Now it's ranked number 3. And I believe with the changes that are happening, with civil servants getting a lot of money for mortgage, it's going to go to the top of, or very close to the agricultural sector.
As Pete has put it, to become a leading developer, understand and research where you want to start from. Believe in your dreams and go ahead and take the first step. If you're a professional in the property value chain and would like to share your expertise, call on us and we'll be glad to share your experience. Next, Property and Power.
The Last Mile Project is a Government of Kenya program that is aimed at facilitating the objective of affordably connecting Kenyan households to the national network grid. This is geared towards achieving a national connectivity rate of 70% by 2017 as part of the government's goal of universal access to electricity by 2020.
We are saying that thank you very much for the good work that has been done by Kenya Power. I only wish that all civil servants in this county and also in the whole nation could copy and learn from the hard work and commitment from those officers from Kenya Power who did that wonderful job within a very short time. 99.8% of our population here are very happy with what has taken place. But I know 2%, the thieves, yeah? And normally I do work in incognito, in town, at night. And there is a street that is full of twilight girls. They are not also very happy that the whole town now is brighter and it's just like day. We are very happy as a county security team, I with the regional police commander here and the CID, traffic, and the rest of the members. We are very happy that now we have a friend. That light is really our friend because it is going to help us secure this county, and our work will be easier. Unlike before when we were operating in darkness, now that we have light, thieves will keep away and criminals will keep away, and our people will go about their activities without any disturbance. We've been talking about a 24-hour economy. This is just the start, and I'm sure, given this kind of commitment, we are going to be there. And this country will move from where it is to a higher economic status.
As a church, we are very happy. We are also good beneficiaries, knowing that at least in Nyeri, we also have so many parishes, so many Christians who also use the lighting systems in this county. And so we are also very happy, and we'd like to ask God to continue blessing you. Sometimes we are tired out of the code, but I'm happy. We have not had anybody having any kind of an accident when you are climbing there. Nobody is having homa, because you are also doing this for a worthy cause and even to appreciate God's gifts within our county.
This is my third time on this project, coming over here. And when I was here last time, we went around town about 9 o'clock when I left. Business was still going on. In fact, as we were leaving, we witnessed that the youth were coming to town at that time, which basically means nightlife started with light. And of course, longer hours mean productivity for the businesses. You will become a fairly attractive destination for investors. People who have been looking at Nyeri with a second thought will invest their money here. Those who are here will invest their money fully, appreciating the kind of support that this lighting is going to give to investments. I have no doubt land values will look up. Rents are going to go up because of these investments.
Hii mwangaza imetusaidia sana kwa sababu kama sisi wamama tunafanya kazi yetu kwa mchana, tunatayarisha watoto wanaenda shule, tunatayarisha vitu yetu mchana, jioni tunakuja kazi. Inatusaidia sana kwa sababu mapema customer hawalikuwa wanaona kama tunauza vitu vibaya usiku. Lakini kwa wakati huu wanaona kila kitu ikiwa fresh kama vile tumetengeneza mchana. Mapema tulikuwa tunafuga mchana kama saa 2 usiku, saa 1 usiku, hata tukienda nyumbani hakukuwa na usalama kabisa. Lakini sasa hata tukienda nyumbani hakuna shida yoyote kwa sababu mtu anaenda kama mchana.
As an investor or a developer, there are many things you have to consider as you embark on your development project. One such critical and important thing is power. As you make plans for your development, it is important that you approach Kenya Power at the earliest stage possible. This will guarantee that as your development project proceeds, your plans for power are also ongoing. And with an additional 5,000 megawatts of electricity being injected into the power grid, you can be guaranteed that power costs are definitely coming down. Plan for power as you embark on your development project.
Share with us topics you'd like Kenya Power to address in our future shows. You can also call and visit Kenya Power offices for more information. Many times we ask ourselves, is this the right time to buy a home? And if your answer is yes, you wonder, how do I identify the best? And more importantly, how do I get a mortgage? Today, we knock at another door as we understand how to set yourself up to being a homeowner. Karibu sana on the show, and thank you for having us in your home.
You're welcome.
Who is Miriam?
Miriam is a wife, Miriam is a mother, Miriam is a friend, and Miriam is a sister, and Miriam is in the corporate world.
At what point did you decide to take the step of faith and own your own home?
I acquired the home when I was really young. That was in Saika. It was big for me, so I decided to rent it out because if I lived in the house, I wouldn't have afforded because of paying the mortgage, and I'm living there. So I decided to rent it out to make some money. After some time, 3 years down the line, I got a buyer who was giving me a very good price, and I sold it. Then I acquired Baraka Estate. At that time, I also had a family, so my husband and I decided to settle in Baraka with the children because the house was spacious. And after some time, we couldn't live there because the children started going to school. We needed a place near the schools where they were going, which was along Gong Road. That's why we decided, my husband and I, to move to an apartment near Gong Road. Since again, my zonate on Gong Road was actually on the higher side, so we settled for an apartment. And also, we liked the place. That's how we landed to the Yara Downs apartment. The way we got here is that we didn't have much of a choice because first and foremost it was in the papers, and then we realized it had flexible terms. And my husband and I decided to top up just a little bit after selling the Baraka home so that we are able to own this apartment.
When you're selecting a home, it's actually such a challenge to pick because there are so many houses being sold today. How did you know that you didn't want to build your home and you wanted to buy? How did you make that decision?
First and foremost, when of course I had a family, we had to consult and we agreed it's time we buy a house, because if we don't buy, the hassle of building and getting people to make your house and getting to supervise them, we didn't want that headache. That's why we decided to own this house.
And who helped you with your finances?
Owning a home is not easy, or buying a house is not easy for that matter. We had to get some finance, and we got from National Bank so that we could be able to combine with what we had, and we purchased this home.
It's a beautiful home, and of course you're in the right address. What would you advise somebody at home looking to own a home?
My advice, Nancy, especially to the young people, is to stop living large, start saving early so that you're able to invest. And especially, you don't have to buy a house where you will live, because sometimes maybe the place you want to live you can't actually afford. Buy a place where you can afford, then after some time, definitely you can't go wrong with investment, Nancy. The property will appreciate and you'll afford even to where you aspire to be.
What has been your major challenge in getting to this point?
Of course, acquiring an asset is expensive. So finances is definitely one of the challenges. That is why you have to start saving early. You need to plan. You need to know what you're doing with your money, because every coin counts.
What would you do differently today?
If I could go many years back, I would definitely start saving early. My advice to people, do not despise the days of small beginnings, because that is what has helped me, Nancy. My parting shot is, broke people buy stuff, middle class people buy liabilities, and rich people buy assets. Start thinking rich.
Thank you, Miriam, for having us and for encouraging us that home ownership is possible.
Thank you, Nancy, also, and most welcome. And also, thank you for giving me an opportunity to inspire somebody out there.
Oh, wow. As Miriam has put it, start saving early and avoid living large. Her secret is look for a property with flexible payment terms that will help you start you off on the property ladder. Call on us if you'd like to share your experience and inspire the next homeowner. Up next, the Property Gallery with a selection of plots and properties available in the market.
Flame Tree Park is a gated community located off Thika-Garissa Highway next to Makongeni Police Station in Thika. This development comprises of 40 units of 3-bedroom apartments. Each unit is cozy and boasts of high-quality finishes with modern fittings, making it ideal for families and investors. Accommodation includes spacious lounge, master ensuite, large bedrooms with bay windows, built-in wardrobes, 2 bathrooms, open-plan American-style kitchen with granite countertops, ample cabinets, washing area, guest unit, PVC tiles, and built-in ports for DSTV. Salient features include landscape gardens, cobble-paved roads, green areas, ample parking, perimeter wall with electric fencing, street lighting, rainwater harvesting, and commercial center. For this prime property, the price guide is 4.5 million Kenya shillings. As an investment, the current rental income is 25,000 Kenya shillings per month. Don't miss out on this great investment opportunity. Skyview Apartments, Feda Estate. The development comprises of 34 units of spacious 2-bedroom apartments with the master ensuite. The apartments are located in Feda Estate, 300 meters off the main outer ring road. The locality is quiet, eco-friendly, and offers excellent panoramic view. Amenities include ample ground floor parking for residents and visitors, adequate security with 24/7 manned entrance, CCTV surveillance, electric fence, and razor wire, underground water tank, and individual overhead tanks. The apartments are located strategically near several public and private amenities. The rental price is 23,000 Kenya shillings per month with a service charge of 1,200 Kenya shillings per month. The ACL plots are located in Kitengela in a quiet, serene and level terrain ready for development. The plots are 1/8 of an acre with amenities such as water and electricity available for connection. It is 3 kilometers off the Kitengela-Namanga Road at the Olutoroto Junction near the KAG University. The price guide for these plots is 800,000 Kenya shillings each. Don't miss this opportunity to own a plot. Are you a developer looking to develop land? Look no farther than Katani Plots. This is a 50-acre service piece of land located opposite Brighton International School and Katani High School in Katani area, approximately 9.5 kilometers off Mombasa Road along Katani-Syokimau Road. The parcel is fully serviced with an additional advantage of a seasonal river flowing next to the plot. It is also well served by schools and Katani Market and Utawala Shopping Center just 5 kilometers from this site. Access: an all-weather road which is in a very poor condition as a result of several heavy commercial trucks. The price guide for this land is 15 million Kenya shillings per acre.
At First Avenue, we simplify your search. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or even sell, call on us. We have a wide selection of properties in every price range. We also arrange private viewing. Thank you for watching The Property Show. Each week, we focus on bringing both informative and interesting advice from leading property experts on current trends as well as the next new neighborhood. Join the conversation and share your thoughts on our YouTube channel, engage us on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, or visit our website and offices. Next week, we feature a middle-class neighborhood offering a relaxing life with elegant provisions and surroundings to allow you to dream big and let your imagination soar. See you next Sunday, and remember, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri!